Welcome to Lunch Break Reviews. This is a podcast about the things you love and the voices that do and don't. Each episode, we'll travel the realms of awesomeness, and I'll answer the question that we all ask ourselves every time we watch a movie or TV show. You know what it is. Where the hell do I know them from? I'll take a look at the directors, writers, and actors and ask some of the best. Then I'll read some of the best good and bad reviews that I can find based on title alone. I'll even give you my own thoughts as well, all so you can make up your own damn mind if you want to watch it or not in under 30 minutes. I'm sure we'll even get into comics from time to time. I'm the self-proclaimed Emperor of Awesome, Bradley Buchanan, and this is Lunch Break Reviews with a new podcast every Sunday and as often as I can put them out as well. So today I'm talking about It Ends With Us. I wasn't going to do an episode on this movie, to be honest with you, because I really wasn't going to see it. But my wife and daughters all wanted to see it. I was going to go with them. I even had my movie ticket. And then we had furniture being delivered at the same time. So I bowed out because I think it was more important for my wife and kids to see it than I. So I am going to go back. I am going to go see it with my wife at another time, probably this weekend. So with that being said, I don't want to judge it before I see it, but I'm going to go over the reviews, and that ought to be fun. Before that happens, let's get into some of the background information about the movie. IMDb has this rated at a 7 out of 10, 7.0 out of 10, which is really good. Rotten Tomato has this at 57% on the tomato meter and a 93% on the audience score. So I'm going to go with the audience score more than I do ever on critics. But let's hear what a couple of critics have to say about it. So Lee Patch of the Herald Sun in Australia says that this is both, it's hard to remain, oh my gosh, words are hard for me today. It's heart and head remain in the right place throughout, worth a look, particularly if the book means something to you. Sarah Michelle Fetters from MovieFreak.com. It's not often a motion picture makes me physically ill. And Eric Childress from Movie Madness Podcast. Despite a very good performance by Blake Lively, the film is way too clean for its own good. Less in the depiction of domestic violence, but in the smooth transition in which our heroine is able to leave it behind. All right, let's go right into the IMDb synopsis for the movie. Adapted from the Colleen Hoover novel, Lily overcomes a traumatic childhood to embark on a new life. A chance meeting with a neurosurgeon sparks a connection, but Lily begins to see sides of him that remind her of her parents' relationship. All right, let's get right into where the hell do I know them? So this is directed by and stars Justin Baldini. I'm saying that name wrong. And Justin, he's known for producing My Last Days, Cloud, Jane the Virgin. He was an actor in there. He was Raphael Solano. Some other stuff that he's in. He plays Ryle Kincaid in this, and it ends up us. Jane the Virgin is Raphael Solano. Con Man, he was Barry Minko back in 2018. Madam Secretary, he was Kevin Park. Not Today, Eli Hill, Isolated, Ambassador for Peace, and Happy Endings. He's Marcus. Blackout, some stuff in there. I'm not super familiar with the guy, but my wife loves this movie, so I'm sure I will as well. This is also, the screenplay was written by Christy Hall, and she's also known for the writer of Daddy-O, The Husband Secret, and I'm Not Okay With This. That's really about it. And upcoming, she has the Husband's Secret adaptation as well. Let's get into the main stars. Blake Lively, This is that is she plays Lily Bloom, and also she was Lady Deadpool just a couple of weeks ago. Gossip Girl is what she's really most known for. Serena van der Woodsen. She was also in The Age of Adeline, and that movie was really good. I love that movie. That's back in 2015, or that's almost 10 years old. That doesn't seem right. The Town, she was fantastic in that. That's just a great movie. She's Krista Coughlin. The Shallows, if you like your shark movies scare the crap out of me. So I did not watch it, but she was Nancy in that. She was the voice of the octopus in If. And just from earlier in the year, The Rhythm Section. And from 2020, she was Stephanie Patrick. A Simple Favor. When You Wish Upon a Pickle, a Sesame Street special. She was the delivery person. Bunch of stuff in there. Gossip Girl Savages. Let's see. Upcoming, she has A Simple Favor sequel, The Husband's Secret, The Making of and Proxy, all in her upcoming. And we already talked a little bit about Justin Baldoni. Jenny Slate, she plays Alyssa in this. She's most known for Zootopia, where she was the bellwether. Obvious Child, Donna. Marcel in The Shell with Shoes, she was the voice of Marcel. The Secret Life of Pets, she was the voice of Gidget. Big Mouth, she is a couple voices in there. Adventure Time, Fiona and Cake, she's Huntress. Muppet Babies, Miss Nanny, I Want You Back, she was Emma. And Alina of Avalor, my kid loved that. She was Kahu for one episode there. And her upcoming all is Mindful. She's going to be Angela. Dying for Sex, At the Sea, The Ark of the Aardvark, and the Electric State. At least that's what IMDb says at this time. Let's get to Brandon Seklenar. He is Atlas Corrigan. And this dude is going to be going pretty big places. He's most known for The Offer, where he plays Burt Reynolds, which is, if you haven't seen The Offer, it's really good. Vice, where he's Bobby Prentice. Westworld, he's Henry. Midway, great movie. He's George Tex Gay. He was in 1923, super awesome show. If you like Yellowstone, you would like that. Where he's Spencer Dutton. He was in Walker Independence. Yeah, that's a show you could probably miss. He was in Liam. Westworld, we talked about. Emily the Criminal. Brent, Karen, Big Ugly. Bunch of stuff there. And upcoming for Brandon, we have Green and Gold, Favorites, Drop and Fall Into Me. Let's do one more person here. Let's do Isabella Ferreira, where she is the young Lily Bloom. And she was in one episode of Evil. Fire burning in ABC News Breakfast. Not a lot on there on her IMDb. But I think after this, she's probably going to have some more work. All right, with that, it's time to get into some good stuff here. I base the reviews I choose solely on the title alone and have not read through them. Please forgive me if I mispronunciate words I normally know talk good. I'll do my best to read them as I see it, punctuation good, bad, and all. So let's find out what people are saying about It Ends With Us. We are going to start with some bad reviews. All right, this is a 1 out of 10 and is called Gouging My Eyes Out or Horrible. This is dated the 12th of August, 2024. I've watched a lot of movies before, and I have definitely written a review only like a few minutes before. But I felt as if I kind of went off the rails and wanted to review just a little more. First off, the premise of the overall story is incredibly boring and unoriginal. It feels like something that a Tumblr user in 2013 with a reading age of 11 could have easily written. Whatever this movie is an insult to cinema. Promoting it as a cute little rom-com, telling people to wear their florals to start a trend that would never exist in the first place is frankly embarrassing. The cast was curious, especially Blake Lively. Isn't she around 10 years older than the character itself, who I didn't get much from at all? I didn't pay much attention to the movie because it completely missed the point of capturing my interest, and this was just another common miss from Colleen Hoover. To whoever might be reading this, please do not watch this movie or, God forbid, read the author's books. Post-scriptum, she looks exactly what I thought she would look like. Take that as you will. Okay, this person has some haterade in there. Let's do another 1 out of 10 bad review. Of a longer one, so this is called What the Hoover Is This Mess? Warning, spoilers. Honestly, all I can say is this is not accurate to the books at all, and I understand that this usually happens with most book to movie adaptations. But realistically, when dealing with heavy themes like DV, assault, and rape, you would expect those themes to still be addressed in the movie. Colleen had zero issues romanticizing and mentioning all those dark, heavy themes in her original book, but suddenly it's time for the Kids Bop family friendly version. I wonder if she just wanted to impress Blake to get that Taylor record in there, so she allowed Blake Lively to take full control. You see, Justin B. had a great creative direction with this adaptation, but I have to assume things on set didn't go as planned and things changed. The rooftop scene is completely different from the original book, but also a lot from her memories. The message, nonetheless, is still very much there, but it's definitely watered down as they played safe. On the topic of playing safe, they also made sure to ensure that they keep within the time frame with its budget issue, which I doubt. The pace was so fast. I was dizzy in the book. In the books, the pace was less fast than whatever the hell happened in the movie. I could summarize it in 4 sentences. Rooftop discussion, get together. 2 instances of DV, divorce, tells baby it ends with us. There. Save you money. When given an opportunity to rewrite history, you could have added way more value towards the adaptation. More insight on the trauma and the actual impact being a survivor has, the nights crying, the learning to love again, to trust again. Show us the reality, not the hair care brand promos and the comedic touch. Only JB took this serious. JB was the serious about this. Anyway, that's just my opinion. At least he gave us instances, or he or she, I'm sorry, this is Classy Crystal from the 10th of August, I should have said. So sorry to, like, a lot of times when you read the book, it's not going to be a lot like the movie. Got to get it done. But it is what it is. Now with that, let's get into some good reviews. All right, good review number 1 is a 10 out of 10 and called Flawless Romantic Drama from the 9th of August, 2024. It Ends With Us is based on a novel of the same name by Colleen Hoover. Lily Bloom, Blake Lively, gets through her traumatic childhood and starts a new life. She meets a neurosurgeon named Ryle Kincaid, Justin Baldoni, and sparks fly. However, Lily realizes that there are some aspects of Ryle that make her think about her parents' relationship. It Ends With Us is a phenomenal film. Director and actor Justin Baldoni pulls the perfect double duty and has given us a movie that's romantic, emotional, charming, and also captures the dark elements of Colleen Hoover's source material perfectly. There are several scenes that will make you tear up or shed a tear or two. The performances are the highlight of the film. Blake Lively is the star of the show as Lily Bloom. Lively steals the show in every scene she's in. With her awe-inspiring performance, Justin Baldoni is brilliant as Ryle Kincaid. Jenny Slate is fantastic as Alyssa. Hassan Minaj is good as Marshall. Brendan Sicknar is spectacular as Atlas Corrigan. Isabella Ferreira and Alex New Stoddard, I'm sorry for mispronouncing the name, are amazing as young Lily Bloom and young Atlas Corrigan, respectively. The supporting cast is impressive. It Ends With Us is the must watch for fans of romantic dramas. It will break your heart and mend it by the end. So it's a roller coaster ride of emotions that's definitely worth taking. I like that review a lot. Let's do another good review. This one's called True to the Book and is dated for the 10th of August of 2024. I read this book 2 years ago, and when I found out that it was being made into a movie, I was super excited. I absolutely loved the book and couldn't wait to see the movie. I was not disappointed. This is a romantic drama, so anybody who goes into it thinking otherwise may be disappointed. Definitely not a rom com, and nowhere is it labeled as such. To my knowledge, what it is a beautiful yet heartbreaking story, and with the exception of a few small changes, it is a very true to the book. Movie adaptations always have changes from the book. I know a lot of people were upset about the age difference in the main characters between the book and the movie. Colleen Hoover has explained that if you read her interviews, I love Blake Lively's in Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants Days, Justin Baldini from Jane the Virgin, and Brandon Signard in 1923, Ooh La La. So I had no issues with this. All actors played their characters to a T. I cried at the end, even though I knew the ending already. As I said before, beautiful yet heartbreaking and so very good. Highly recommend. Great. Let's do another good review. This is called a 10 out of 10, and then called a brave pioneering film that risks a great deal to tell the truth. And this is from the 15th of August, 2024. In truth, I'd give this film 8 stars. My main complaint, too much non-diagnetic music, but I'm giving it a 10 in an attempt to boost its overall rating, given that a lot of reviewers here just don't get it. You want the abuser to be irredeemable, 100% evil, to have horns growing out of his head, not to excuse absurd. Far from it. They actually don't have horns, and typically they've been through major trauma. This virtually doesn't excuse their behavior, but perhaps it helps explain it. The film bravely wades through gray areas, but still reaches the correct conclusion. 5 performances all around, particularly from the actors who portrayed both Lilies. Well done, well done, and well done. Um, Thoughts after reading? I want to see it. The good reviews, I think, were better than the bad reviews. I want to see this movie. All I know is my wife came home crying and gave me a hug. So that's what I got. Or I can't give it anything until I watch it. Maybe I'll watch it before I see Aliens. So we'll go there. Speaking of upcoming movies, this week is Aliens in Ryan's Room. And I got The Crow coming up in a couple weeks, so I'm excited for both of those. I'm on the fence about The Crow, but we're going to give it a shot. So, people, now it is up to you to decide on It Ends With Us. Where would you rank this? How would you rank this? Should I watch it? Should I not watch it? Let me know. You can find me from here. Follow me on Facebook at Nerd Positive, TikTok at Nerd Positive1, Instagram at the Fandemic one. If you feel there's more of a conversation, feel free to reach out and let's talk. Who knows? Maybe you'll be the next guest on Nerd Positive. If you want to support the show, there are several ways to do so. You can go to buymeacoffee.com/nerdpositive, patreon.com/nerdpositive, PayPal or Venmo at Bradley Buchanan. I'm not going to say no. Most importantly, just share the show with someone you want to make it more awesome. Don't forget to leave a 5-star review. If you like this, check out all my other stuff as well from Nerd Positive and hear all the fun conversations with myself and Brian or whoever else I talk to. You can also order my kids' books at Leveling Up My Kids' Books, Leveling Up My Awesome, and Stuffed Animal Night Force versus the Dream Invaders on Amazon, or contact me for autographed copies. I've got a couple books coming out. With this being said, this was the lunch break review of It Ends With Us, and yes, I'm even under 20 minutes. Have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your